Hello, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. We're going to see what messages need to come through today. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Not all messages will be for everyone. Okay. So, there's this King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. This could be someone with Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus as one of the primary placements in their chart. But this could also just be someone who's very financially secure, established. This is someone who's going through some sort of situation of heartbreak, some sort of sorrow, grief. I'm also getting like a feeling of regret. It's like because they turn their back on something, or they're having to turn their back on something. They're feeling some sort of like responsibility, like guilt, and like shame surrounding that guilt. It's like this realization that they broke their own heart with some sort of decision that they made to like turn their back on someone, because this is actually someone that they have strong feelings for. There's two different cards here suggesting that this person would like to come toward this whoever they like turn their back on, or maybe they're it's like there's three sides to this story. It's like there were three people, three energies that this person turned their back on, or three energies that it's like they turn their back on the person that they would now like to offer this like romantic gesture toward. But that they have like regrets about that, and in order to come toward that person, they have to turn their back on two other people in some way. This feels like two people that are responsible for why they turn their back on this person in the first place. This person they would like to offer their love to has this very sort of like healing energy surrounding them. There was some sort of communication that this masculine energy received that wasn't true. Like, it was intended to cause like some feeling of heartbreak in him and cause him to turn his back. And it was like these other two people that did that. And part of their intention with that was to pull this man away from this person that they're wanting to offer love to. There's this feminine energy here, wrapped up, blindfolded, surrounded by swords. It's like, it's giving this energy of they wanted to take this person for themselves in some way, but there's something else weird going on here because it was like two people. It's not necessarily like they wanted this person for loving reasons like this King of Pentacles energy did. They wanted to imprison this woman, to like hide her. I am getting like in some ways that this is energetic, that they wanted to like it's almost like putting this woman in this space to like create some sort of like to use her energy like a battery. But there's also this energy here of that perhaps there was some sort of intention to like actually create some sort of literal abduction of this woman. And this person may be realizing or recognizing that now. They've experienced some sort of significant loss by turning their back on this person and like listening to these people, because excuse me, this Knight of Rods is like keeping an eye on this King of Pentacles. He's like keeping an eye on this whole situation. This is some sort of instigator. Like this is one of those people, or someone who is like orchestrating those people who sent this communication. Either this person was directly involved or was somehow like orchestrating that. We'll look into that a little further here in a moment. But ultimately, yeah. So with this abduction situation, there's like a suggestion of air travel. Like they may have been planning on like disappearing this person outside of the country. But there's some other sort of communication coming in, whether that's coming from this King of Pentacles or from somewhere else, about some of some of what's been going on underneath the surface here. There's also with this communication, there's certainly like what's underlying the main theme of what we want to discuss here today is this person communicating their feelings to this person that they turn their back on. Like sending a message to them. And like both of these communications could be the same, but there could also be like multiple, there is multiple avenues of communication coming in for these people in general. Okay. So let's get a little more information about this Knight of Rods. Okay. This Knight of Rods is also coming across with like a Page of Swords energy. This could be like the other person that they're working with, because that's a younger energy. This younger energy could be someone that they're married to. But I'm also getting, because in some decks, normally there's people under this little arbor thing celebrating. And in this one that landed here, there isn't. So I'm not sure that it's necessarily anything to do with the relationship between these people so much as part of the motivation behind whatever this person is orchestrating has something to do with like property and like, I want to say like clout, like perceived power, whether they actually like have it or not. That the sort of like recognition and feeling like they're someone to be celebrated. It's like they just want the celebration and like the material wealth. But there's definitely this sort of like stalker energy with like one or both of those people, however that's coming out. We'll get some more information a little later. Let's look a little more closely at the King of Pentacles. This person, I mentioned they might be like someone who's financially stable and mature and like feeling secure in that respect. It's like that's something that they did and established on their own. And I don't know, there's something here about There's again, there's multiple sides to this. This person is like more so now in an energy that they would like to sort of like offer some sort of like financial like seed, like opportunity, job, or like, I don't know, pathway to someone to help them be in a similar energy to like what they are. But there's also there's also something here about like this person. Something about the reason why they want to do that is because they feel guilty because they accepted money, like a bribe from this person and their associates in order to sort of derail this person's natural pathway to their own abundance that they were like moving toward anyway. Like they wanted to like stop them from pursuing this path and to go into this sort of energy of like imprisonment and enslavement. And I'm getting some like uh trafficking sort of vibes. Trafficky. Yeah. Let's look closely at this Three of Swords. So 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 this is there's some sort of organization here, some sort of group that either this person or these people are involved in. Whether that's like a really weird friend group or like a secret society, like club, like a gentleman's club of some sort. There's something going on there, and that was relevant to why they came in with this communication to delay this union. But there's also like, when after this communication was received, like this person like turned their back and made a commitment to a different person. And they've sort of been in this like steadfast energy, but there's this element of cautiousness and moving slowly. I don't know. It's like that's how this person would normally move, but it's like they didn't in a situation somehow. Or the sorts of things that they said about this person indicated some sort of like non-traditional, like fast moving, like incompatible, like values with this person to make them think that that someone else would be better suited for them, when that's like the energy that came off of this early, that's not necessarily the case. Like the something about like the type of person that came in and said that, like, they lied because they had ulterior motives that they didn't make the King of Pentacles aware of. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. So this person had a decision to make and they chose to walk away. But there's more to it than that. Like, they were blocked. They were blocked from what would actually be their wish fulfillment by having some sort of new beginning with this Queen of Rods. This Queen of Rods, yeah, this Page of Swords isn't the other person. That's just talking about the Knight of Rods, like, being a stalker to, like, help get this done. The Queen of Rods is with this person, like, working together, like working some sort of magic, be it energetic or physical, like words or spells. If you're speaking lies to someone, that's like a spell of manipulation. And that's what they did to this King of Pentacles, to influence the decision that would be made, to, like, steer them away from the person that would actually be their wish fulfillment. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Yeah. I said there had been some sort of loss that this person has experienced going through this scenario. This Queen of Rods, this may actually be this other person that ended up connecting with the King of Pentacles when they walked away from their wish fulfillment. Like, it placed a big burden on them, but, like, something about that is coming to an end. Like, it's being put down so that there can be this, like, relaying of the truth. Yeah. Okay. So there's also, if you're this person here, there's also this, well, there's also this experience where when the King of Pentacles is coming forward with this message of like, hey, I was wrong, and these are my actual feelings, and this is what happened, or whatever. Part of their intentions is to set this heavy burden down. This person is seeking healing for the decisions that they have made. So I'm also like, there's this important message. We'll see what comes out here, but I'm instinctively feeling that you're not necessarily just supposed to heal this person after they made these decisions to like turn their back on you. Because it's like they could have come and asked you if these lies were true, but they didn't. They just like took it for face value for whatever reason. They trusted this person. It's because they're like they're like someone who's like there's like a word I want to use, but they basically like use their words to paint a different picture of themselves, where they're actually heavily manipulative under the guise of something else. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. What did I say about not just being like coming in here and like fixing all of this person's mistakes? Like, you're advised, if you're this person that has had all of these people turn their back on you, it's like you're supposed to put up this boundary about like no, like this is that was your mistake. Like you have to do your own healing, basically. And as long as this person takes that like setting of that boundary as like a situation of still seeing the glass half full instead of half empty, then there can be like a really solid and strong relationship that can be established, like a sense of creating a legacy. Let's look at the Eight of Swords. Swords. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So there's this King of Cups energy. There's another person here. The King of Cups energy is someone who is specifically attached to this woman in some way. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. They had some sort like this is ultimately the sort of mastermind behind this scenario of what they intended to do to this person. It's just like this Queen of Rods and Knight of Rods were the ones that were supposed to carry it out. Like, this person sought to create confusion in her life and to hold her back from being successful, basically, in love in particular, but like successful in spirit as well. And financially, it's just like in every possible way. Okay, let's look at the 8 of Wands. Okay. So this is interesting. There's there's a couple of things here. This King of Rods coming out is speaking about this person here offering some sort of communication, or if it's not, like a more mature, more thoughtful version of this person now, like in hindsight, looking back on the situation, like realizing how they were wrong. Giving up their, oh, okay. That's more what it is. It's, they may not be they may really not be in a space yet to admit their wrongdoing, but they've given up in trying to conduct this plan. Basically, it's like they've lost hope in what's been going on here. Something about like there's some sort of realization that whatever they were participating in, whatever they were trying to do to these people to mess with their lives, that it's like a lost cause. Like, judgment is being passed on this situation. Anyone who has done any sort of wrongdoing will be paying the consequences for their actions. And this is like God is at work in people surrounding the situation to make this happen in various ways. Let's get just a couple of oracle cards to see if there's any additional information. I keep hearing the word settlement, like settlement about something. I don't know if that has something to do with this, like, the financial loss that occurred, and like with the abundance and things like that. Something to do with like a judgment being made in the situation. Hibernation came out. There's wisdom in stillness. Even the wildest heart must retreat to restore. Okay. I'm getting that no matter what side of this you're on, that now is a time for sort of recuperating yourself, healing yourself, being kind to yourself, and just being in a space of rest and restoration. The broken antler. What once made you strong cannot come with you. Yeah, so all of the people who were lying and colluding and like doing sneaky, underhanded things, who are not acting in honesty and kindness, that the people that the judgment is being passed on, they're not coming into any sort of future. Like, I'm getting that all of these people will be blocked out from like meddling in this way in the future. Boundaries are where you end and something else begins. Past the pines. Yeah, there are changes happening in the situation, obviously, with some communication, but some other movements and realizations. I'm getting that like this person that they were trying to imprison has been setting some boundaries, and this King of Pentacles has been setting some boundaries with the people that they've been dealing with. This the splintering tree, and also hold on, the boundaries that like between the two of them when they come back together is important as well. The splintering tree. Truth cracks the surface. Conflict does not defeat. It reveals. So it's like all of this has been to sort of reveal the truth, like the sort of sinister nature of some of the people that were connected to these I keep hearing like divine beings. the like, I don't know, like the Queen of Pentacles has not been the Queen of Pentacles because she's been trapped. The warning comes before the strike. The body knows what the mind fears to admit. Yeah. It's like both of these people received signals. Like there was thunder before this lightning strike happened. The snakes were rattling in the grass. Ashes of the first fire. What burned made way for purpose. You are not the ash. You are what rises from it. Yeah, I'm getting like this experience was a sort of initiation into union for these people. Yeah, find your tribe. To walk with the right ones is to remember you're never meant to journey alone. But if you're not with the right ones, you're alone the whole journey anyway. Branches of the same. To be of one is not to be the same, but to share soil, season, and sky. And that's one reason that like the boundaries are going to be important when this relationship, so that you can be like unified but still separate. Okay, so that's what's going on there. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye.